Hey everybody, my name is Rydo, and today we're starting the series Resident Evil 4. Now, I'm going to try to play this game, we'll start in just a minute, but I'm going to try to play this game on 1080p at 30 frames per second because I already tried to play it at 60 frames per second and it was sluggish. So this is going to be attempt number 2. I want to point out quickly, there are no subtitles in this game for the English version, that's why it's grayed out. And by default, you're not at 1080p, you're at 720p, it looks like, on the resolutions. Also, I'm playing on a 360 controller, and vibrations aren't enabled by default, which is interesting too. This game originally came out in 2005, and for the GameCube, and so, I don't think, maybe the GameCube controllers, yeah, they had vibrators in them, they had rumble pads. Something, yeah. Anywho, let's start the game. I'm gonna go ahead and play it on normal.
Resident Evil 4.
This was the first Resident Evil game I ever played. And
1998.
I have the HD textures enabled.
I'll never forget
for the PC version. Although
it was the year when those grisly murders
still
occurred
don't
in the
look that
Arklay
good.
Mountains. Soon after, the news was out to the whole world, revealing that it was the fault of a secret viral experiment conducted by the international pharmaceutical enterprise, Umbrella. The virus broke out in a nearby mountain community, Raccoon City, and hit the peaceful little town with a devastating blow crippling its very foundation. Not taking any chances, the President of the United States ordered a contingency plan to sterilize Raccoon City. With the whole affair gone public, the United States government issued an indefinite suspension of business decree to Umbrella. Soon its stock prices crashed, and for all intents and purposes, Umbrella was finished.
So this gets rid of like all the backstory in the first 3 games and kind of starts towards doing whatever they want in the
6 years
future.
have passed since that horrendous incident.
Yeah. So it's like set far in the future, and it doesn't really have any relationship to the
I
main
received
game.
special training via a secret
other than
organization
some
working under the
background
direct
story.
control of the president. I was to assume the responsibility of protecting the new president's family.
Cornel, why am I the one who always gets the short end of the stick?
You.
What's weird is they
Who are
never
you
say
really?
that he's a Secret
Come on,
Service
tell
agent,
us.
because I guess he isn't.
You are a long way from home,
It would be so
cowboy.
much easier just to
You
say he
have my
was,
sympathies.
or he
Guess
was
that's a
working with the
local's way
Secret
of breaking the
Services.
ice. Anyway,
Instead,
you
they
know
say
what
he's
this
some
is
kind
all
of
about.
secret
My
spy.
assignment is to search for the president's missing daughter.
What? All by yourself?
I'm sure you boys didn't just tag along so we could sing Kumbaya together at some Boy Scout bonfire. Then again, maybe you did.
Oh, you crazy American. It's a direct order from the chief himself. I tell you, it's no picnic.
I'm counting on you guys.
It's probably worth recognizing that it was a direct order from the chief that sent those 2 guys with him. So you look here and you see just really, really low polygon counts on
It was right
everything.
before I was to take on my duties of protecting the president's daughter when she was abducted. That's the ultimate reason I'm in this lonely and rural part of Europe. According to our intelligence, there's reliable information about a sighting of a girl that looks very similar to the president's daughter. Apparently, she's being withheld by some unidentified group of people. Who would have thought that my first job would have been a rescue mission?
It's freezing. So cold all of a sudden. Must be my imagination.
So like
Sorry it took so long.
textures are very low even with them being updated, but the polygon in the 3D models, the number of curves and angles when you make something like a car, that itself is also very low. Even the fonts, when you see the loading screen and such, are are not very sharp by today's standard.
Just up ahead is the village.
I'll go and have a look around.
Yeah, we'll stay and watch the car. Don't want to get any parking tickets.
Right. Parking tickets.
Good luck.
See, this is just ridiculous. They're splitting up. There's one person in charge of rescuing
Jeez.
the president's
Who
daughter.
are these guys?
The president's daughter is
Did you say
missing,
something?
which would have never happened.
Leon, I hope you can hear me. I'm Ingrid Hunnigan. I'll be your support on this mission.
Loud and clear. Somehow I thought you'd be a little older. So the subject's name's Ashley Graham, right?
That's right. She's the daughter of the president. So try to behave yourself, okay?
Whoever this group is, they sure picked the wrong girl to kidnap.
I'll try to find some more information on my end as well.
Good. Talk to you later. Leon out.
So, very cheesy story. Very, very cheesy story. So, there is a project by two people to increase the textures. Things like these flat terrains and leaves and such, and increase them up to HD resolutions. By the time they're done, they probably would need to increase them up to 4K or 8K resolutions, Ultra HD. So they'll probably have to start all over again unless they're doing it. And they're doing it in the most painful way of actually hand redrawing everything. And they're not even certain that they can fix as much. But that is a separate project for the PC compared to what the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 version
Not
is.
that way, cowboy.
I can't go this way. So I'm walking around here trying to see if this is smoother, and I think it is. So it's a cheesy story. It's a zombie game, if you didn't know. And we're gonna be shooting zombies and shooting crows every now and then. The reason to shoot crows is simply because they drop things and it's worth the bullet. I'm not certain yet, but it feels like it is definitely a lot smoother at 30 frames per second than 60. The only other thing I could have thought of doing was turning down the anti-aliasing, which would have then Pueblo, Spanish for house, I think. Now, Leon's backstory is that he was involved in the incident in Raccoon City, so he knows how to deal with zombies pretty well, and that's kind of it. That's kind of all you need to know. He's going to be kind of funny about it and make some snide comments every now and then. But right now he's just trying to investigate where Ashley... I'm surprised they don't just call her Ashley at the beginning, saying she's the president's daughter 3 different times.
Excuse me. Sir?
So you can tell this is an old game because it doesn't bother to give you like any tutorial on what buttons to press anything. So when I first played this, I had no idea what controls
I was wondering if you might
what.
recognize a girl in
I
this
had to
photograph.
Go in the menu
¿Qué
and learn
carajo
it.
estás haciendo aquí? ¡Lárgate, cabrón!
Sorry to have bothered you.
Notice he doesn't speak Spanish. So why did he come to this area where people are going to predominantly speak Spanish and not have a
Freeze.
translator or something?
I said freeze!
So this guy will try to throw a knife at me, so it's worth it to spend the bullets and shoot him. I can pull out a knife and fight him with a knife, but right now that would be a dangerous proposition. if that HD mod with the new textures ever does come out
okay?
and is completely
There was a
finished,
hostile local.
I'll probably
I had no choice
replay
but to
this
neutralize
game.
him. There's
Again,
still
this
others
is about
surrounding
the
the area.
7th time I played the
Get
game.
out of there and head toward the village. Take whatever measures necessary to save the subject.
Understood.
Notice I just got the wrong prompt. Let's see. So there's 2 guys outside. They heard the gunshots. Looks like they've killed a lot of people. Hope Ashley's okay. So you have to hold A to run. You have to hold right trigger to aim your gun, left trigger to bring out your knife, and then hit X when you're holding right or left trigger to do any of that. So I'll jump out the window. All of a sudden, gotta be careful here. They're creeping up on me. Yeah, this feels way better at 30 frames per second. Frankly, I just don't think the engine that this game is made on can handle 60 frames per second. It's probably not my system. I have a GTX 970, which should be able to play this game fine. And I have more than enough RAM, 32 gigabytes, more than enough hard drive space, more than enough of everything else. It's a wooden box, looks like it can be broken. While I'm playing this, I will swipe the boxes twice because sometimes they have snakes in them. Although it's not particularly super random what you get in these things either, so that's it. And you can also tell it's an old game because you have to save at specific places using these typewriters. So if you wanted to know the controls, you have to hit start, come over here to files, and then look at the playing manual. And it's quite a odd combination of controls, but it kind of works for this game too. Not being able to just hit one button and shoot keeps it from being a run and gun thing. Ashley Graham is the president's daughter. She somehow got kidnapped, which makes no sense because even before, when this new president, Graham, was running for president, they're given Secret Service for themselves and their family. So, there's no realistic way any family member, the direct family member at least, would be kidnapped. But unless she ran away from her Secret Service very successfully and then got kidnapped then. Hand grenades. See, so that's why you shoot crows. They give you gigantically useful things. Here's a dog that's hurt, and I'm gonna go ahead and help it. No reason to shoot it. This game is kind of nice to animals, except for crows. So he runs off, all happy. There might be a collectible up here in the trees, but I don't believe there is. Later on, there are some. Pueblo. So, as we start the story here, is it just that small group of people, or is it a larger group of people? It's probably a larger group of people because you can see, like, that's booby-trapped. You can also see there's a guy, like, way over there. I could shoot him right now. Let's see, would he have run right there? No, he runs right in the middle. Not every guy drops something when you kill him, but the crows almost always do. Always kind of want to look up, but I really don't think there's any collectibles in this section, because you kind of get blocked away from this section and can't come back. Or at least I never thought to come back to this section. Right. So if you're just walking and you hit A, you'll do a 180 sorta. Like back in A does a 180. Anytime you hear the music, you know that there's more of them. So you could just sit here and wait, or you could go try and find them. Sometimes they won't actually move, and these pickups will disappear. And this game is a very inventory-based game. So notice the guy's just running towards me. So you do want to pick up all pickups. Don't need to check boxes. So here they've killed this woman for some reason. Guess there's no sex discrimination here. So that's, I imagine the confirmation. They're very haphazardly, as a Japanese company, trying to explain Ashley may get killed as much as all the men that you're going to see. See, I could shoot these guys, but there's actually no real reason to, and there's no red dot on them. So I'm not sure I would have hit them anyways. I can do something like this and wait for him to walk if he gets close. But this is the wrong way to do it, because it just gives him more opportunity to do more damage to me. And I don't want that. Your health does not regenerate, or anything like a modern game. This one actually is quite a difficult game by today's standards, although it wasn't really that difficult when it first came out. I wasn't ever particularly a great first-person shooter
Leon,
type
how you holding up?
player.
Bad question, Hunnigan.
Sorry to hear that. I'm sending you a playing manual. Hope you find it useful.
I'll take a look at it, thanks.
So just now they tell you how to do things. So up to this point they don't tell you how to reload. They don't tell you that if the enemies are stunned or on their knees you can kick them. And they don't tell you how to change your inventory screen. That's quite a lot to not tell, considering how far we are in the game. I've noticed something here too. Playing on normal gives me less items than playing on hard, easy. You have the shotgun when you first start on easy. Playing on normal, you don't have it. So here we can see they killed the police guy. This whole city's crazy, and we're in trouble now. So I'm about to get into a fight that I may not be able to survive on normal. There's a new game plus mechanism, and on the new game plus you have all your upgrades and everything, and it makes it kind of easy. But here you don't. So what I'm doing here is trying to avoid fights by coming down here, and now I gotta shoot this guy in the head. I didn't shoot him enough. So that guy was a chainsaw guy that would have killed me in one hit. Now it's a matter of time. To survive this fight, you have to... See, and there I just had a lockup that seemed to be fully around just loading. So after you kill certain people, more characters run exactly where I am standing. Notice he's ducking down. Now there's really no time to pick up those bullets, so I may not get them. I need to start firing a lot better, and I need to combine this with this and use this. And now I've got a problem. So when you're out of bullets, you don't have a lot you can do, particularly if they're on the ground. I guess I could use my knife. It's very important to save your bullets by shooting them in the head. So you can shoot those if you get lucky. Alright, but not lucky now. So when I played this on easy with the shotgun, it was quite a breeze. Yeah, but see, we're getting lockups here during certain animations that still don't seem like they're working. So I'm gonna have to investigate. And you take damage as soon as they grab on there.
Oh, la campana. Es hora de rezar. Tenemos que irnos.
So I managed to survive the fight, and now all of them are going to leave towards the church bell.
Lord Sattler.
But I'm totally out of bullets. I've used more health than I did on easy. I don't have the shotgun. There's a lot of work that I'm gonna have to do here. If I actually
Where's everyone going?
am gonna try to beat everything on normal. And then, suffice it to say, there is a difficulty, I'm pretty sure, past normal that makes more sense in New Game Plus.
I have some bad news. I've confirmed the body of an officer. Something's happened to the people here.
Leon, you need to get out of there. Look for a tower and follow the trail near it.
Got it.
Alright. So this puts me in the middle of the city. And I'm holding my sides because I've taken damage and I'm empty, and I'm trying to go over here and pick up whatever items I have. At least that helps. But we can see the lockups happening here. So I'm gonna hit back, go to video settings, and then the only thing I can imagine doing is turning down anti-aliasing all the way off. Maybe the anti-aliasing is the issue and not the 4K, the 60 frames per second. Here's an interesting alert. They knew I was coming, and they have the prisoner in a house. So, but what's most interesting about this, it's coming from Chief Torres Mendez. Was that the police chief? Did the police chief send his own men to get killed by these people? I think he did. So it works its way up the list. There's nothing in this building. So when I first played, even when this whole section was completely empty of people, just the chickens running around were causing lagginess to occur. There's a lot of items here to pick up, and I don't want to miss a single one of them. So you get these red herbs, yellow herbs, and green herbs, and they combine. Red herbs will, with a green herb, can be taken to restore 100% of your health. Yellow herbs will expand your health up a little bit. There's a little white bar in the lower right corner that is the maximum that your health will go to, and that goes up. This building never gets used. I was so obsessed about it. There's several things we can check on. The water's awful dirty. I'm not checking this. You don't want to shoot the chickens. You don't want to shoot the cow. There's no reason to shoot this guy. Chickens will drop eggs every now and then. So keeping them alive is actually to your benefit. Eggs will be real. You could have, in the middle of the fight, come here in this room and push this to barricade that. Actually, you'll trigger a cutscene if you do that. And come in here and do that. I kind of cheated a little bit by going in that one section where the chainsaw guy already was and throwing the grenade. Because if you don't do that, you've got to fight him. And he takes quite a lot of shots to the face. Here's the shotgun that you just have by default in Easy. Here's a hand grenade. So they'll try and attack you by breaking down the door you barricaded. They'll put a ladder right here and climb up that ladder and see. Now they'll break down the door. You have a powerful kick, obviously, because you broke it down in one hit, and it takes them a lot more than that. Anyway, there's a window you can jump through. There's some bullets here. The fact that I ran out of bullets almost immediately in the first battle is a good indicator of how accurate and good you have to be, and conservative you have to be with your bullets. Here's an extremely wide ladder. It's about a foot wider than you would make a ladder. This is a good place if you had a good gun. You could sit here and sniper the guys. There's several places here, and you can just jump down here without taking any damage. All over this section there are little bits of bullets where if you were stuck in the fight you would have to run around. Here we'll show this door is locked, so we can't follow after them. Not that we want to. They nearly killed me. And that's just like local people, not zombies or anything. And we've got a yellow herb. So you don't want to shoot the cow. There's no real reason to go back that way. And have I looked at everything everywhere? I don't think I have. I think I missed something. Yeah, if you come over here, there was a plant there. There it is. And I think that's everything now. Alright. So You combine this, you can't eat it alone with that. And then you combine this with this. And this is your best concoction you can have. You use this and it knocks the life up a little bit more. Now I can't eat the red ones alone. This whole game is a system of moving things around, by the way, to make space, because once you're full, you're full. And you can't, it's not like you can press down on the D-pad or left or up to switch a gun. No, you just have the one gun you equip right then, and you have to go back to the menu for that. There's no quick button to heal, there's no quick button to change guns. Very old school in its design. And that's the first area. Let's see. Let's go to the second area. So now they add this new thing in blue medallions, but it's actually a waste to do that right now. See this guy here? We want to get close to him and shoot him, or hit him with a knife if we can, because he's a bad guy. Let's see, how close can we get to him? About that close. One bullet to the head is what we're looking for. We don't want a bunch of shots to the... We don't want a bunch of shots to the chest or body. Notice that they're not just dumb zombies. They actually try to avoid getting shot. They see that you're pointing a gun at them, and they don't like it. Here's an egg. Sometimes the chickens will give you gold chicken eggs. There's the dog we saved. Can't believe this. These are all dead bodies. So it's a farm, but a weird one. So there's a bunch of these blue medallions all over the place to shoot. There's also brown chicken eggs. This about the blue medallions: 15 blue medallions, 7 in the farm, 8 in the cemetery. Get rid of 10 or more and you'll be awarded something. So here's a terrible angle to shoot for that medallion. You'll miss it for sure. Don't pull the trigger until the red dot is about to hit it. It's alright to scare the chickens. Just don't shoot them. Well, you can actually shoot them too if you want. Yeah, there's a guy over there. Sounded like he was right next to me. Typically, if you're going for headshots, aim for the top half of the head in video games. Maybe I should just go kick him. Yeah, that... I had to move right there so he didn't throw anything at me. So if I kick him and then get down here and then start slashing him, that's probably your best bet to save the most amount of bullets. These spindles are collectibles that will sell. Let's see, check this. There's a barrel here, it looks like it can be broken. Oh, really? See, but just then even, it's still getting lockups. not as bad or for as long. I just maybe can't play this game at 1080p. That's gonna be a shame. That would be a real shame. It does kind of beg to the point. I know where all these collectibles are, by the way. That's what I'm finding. That maybe you should just play the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 version of this game, because there's a chicken right here. Let's see if I can hit it. Just because they've done a better job at optimizing the new thing. So here's a good thing to notice. This water is filthy. If I shoot this down, I'll get the pendant dirty and it will lose value. I need gold, so I'm going to shoot this first, and then shoot this, and then it is in perfect setup. Now if you shoot it down and then open it, you've messed yourself up, and you can't ever, if you don't shoot the pendant down and then let it fall into the dirty water, you can't reclose that lid. So we're looking all over the place for every little collectible. This game, see, it's the animations. This is similar to what I had heard about the new version. The animations themselves and the camera motions don't seem like they can handle it. And there's nothing by today's modern standards in this game that would cause the game to lag. It's just that the engine that it's running on can't handle it. And not the computer that it's running on, for certain. Yeah. And eventually games are just like that, and you have to kind of remake it from scratch. And there's nothing super wrong with taking a story and just remaking the game. And in fact, if they remade this game, they could probably add and improve upon a lot of things. Because the map is kind of small by today's modern standards. The engine obviously is inefficient. This was one of the early games that had contextual buttons, so when you're next to a ladder and you hit X, you knock it down. When you hit X again, you jump down, and when you hit X again, you raise up the knockdown ladder. All doing it just through X. Missed. So I picked up this beer stein, and we should look at that. Here, we will go ahead and combine this with this. So there's a chicken egg, a brown egg, and a gold egg, and the gold eggs are worth a decent amount. So we picked up some things. We have the spindles, small in size, but they have some value. We have the ruby for killing the chainsaw guy, a large precious stone. We have the pearl pendant. It's pretty good condition, looks valuable. And then you have this beer stein. There are 3 recessions on the side. I wonder what they're for. So if you don't find all of the gems that go in that, in this playthrough in the right time, you will have to sell it for less money, because you combine it like you combine things here, and those combinations give you more money when you sell the items, and money is kind of a very important factor in this. So there's 7 here, I've gotten 6. The 7th is way over here. When I was playing this on 60 frames per second, particularly, trying to hold and make shots was not working. So I'm gonna have to experiment with 720 resolution at 60 frames per second and at 30 frames per second. It's an odd case, but this may very well be a game that, regardless of how powerful a piece of equipment you have, your best way to play it may just be the way it was originally meant to be played. That there's no... its own internal options, at least, don't seem to be able to handle it. That's kind of a shame, but it's not surprising. There's worse things that can happen to old games, too. You could certainly have the game completely unplayable. Oops. I did not mean to go that way. I didn't even know you could go that way. I think I may have seen a snake too, which, notice that this is now closed again, and there may be bad guys wandering around again. And I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with this dog. He just seems like he wants to do whatever he wants. This is a good way to get eggs, though. And as your first playthrough of the game, eggs actually do restore a decent amount of health. So fill up that inventory. So, I'm in a weird position now. I've been playing for 40 minutes. I need to go for an hour. And this is where I ended the first time. And every time I play the game, I'll go faster and faster through it. We've done about 2 areas of 9 in the entire map, if we zoom out here. We're going... Oh, I did go through the right gate. Ooh, interesting. I didn't realize that. So the other blue medallion submission is there. There's several areas off this main village area. And this entire map is 1/3 of the entire game, although there is some backtracking. So I guess I need to just continue playing. Of course, if this is the best it gets, if it is on the video settings, the best I can do is this with no anti-aliasing. Let's see, I guess I can risk it all, can't I? There's nothing higher than 1080, that's what my monitor said. So, this is the default setting right here, 1280 by 720, that's 720p. I believe. So we'll set this and then press enter again to confirm it, and we'll move forward here. So what changes when you change the resolution? Well, the number of pixels change. All of a sudden you don't start to see as much as far as the textures being blocky and square. It's now, this is what it looked like pretty much, although it isn't actually what it looked like. We could actually do that too. The HD texture quality, that could be turned off, and then that's what it would look like on the GameCube. So there is a treasure map I believe you can buy in this game. Let's reload our gun. I've seen this signpost before. Does it mean danger? You were in danger. Uh-oh. Sprint! Type that X button. I remember doing this and actually failing on the Wii version of playing this game. And I just failed there. Now, typically, it does give you a save when you go through an area. So there are some autosaves. So that's nice. But yeah, I played this on the GameCube, I played this on the Wii, I played this on the Xbox 360, and now I'm playing this on the PC. This is the second release of this game on the PC, by the way. This is the Ultimate HD PC version. Made it. Alright. So the trick, I imagine now, is to look around and see if there was any collectibles I missed. See, there's a bridge up here that you never get on. So if I shoot these guys, they probably wouldn't fall to the ground. So I don't have a real reason to do that. They're certainly making noise. So, yeah, I could try to knock these guys off. But he's not going to drop anything there. See, so it doesn't make a lot of sense to do it. He's not attacking me. So, like, 2 things of gold right there. And there's nothing... I thought there might be something. Like maybe a bird's nest in a tree. But I guess not. Sometimes you'll find spinels in bird's nests. Of course, it's all a little bit blurrier now at 720p. It stops looking quite as good as it used to. I can turn it up if I want to. And I probably should. So we get another spinel. Get another spinel. There's a bat. I could see if maybe I could hit the bats. Hit it. If you're gonna hit them with the knife, and then see if they drop anything. Nope, doesn't seem like they drop anything. Yeah, that was 3 bats I just hit with the knife and nothing. So then I want to come back up here, and what happens if I turn the anti-aliasing all the way back up to this? Did I save those settings? See, it anti-aliasing makes things a little bit sharper, but immediately we get a hitch. So, desperately trying here to have some kind of gameplay that doesn't hitch up, and it's just not happening. This game needs a patch. Again, the same signpost. Somebody just threw something at me. Dynamite. Alright. So I want to shoot that to get that out of the way. I believe there might be some booby traps. These guys are always after. Always trying to kill me. So here's your standard bear trap that we saw the dog in. Yes, they're all over the place. And see, we're just having hitching again. What can I do? If you're seeing this amount of hitching in the game. And see, that guy nearly killed me. That time. There are spiders I can kill. By the way. There we go. A couple of eggs. Nearly killed me again. Why it didn't kill that guy, I don't know. So So what do I have to do to get us a smooth experience? Here. No clues here. Thanks for allowing me to check. Let's get crazier now and lower the resolution even lower. The lowest resolution possible is 800 by 600. With no motion blur, no anti-aliasing. Maybe shadow quality low? Maybe if I turn the shadow quality down first. So we'll leave it at 720p. But we'll turn the shadow qualities down. Because maybe there's just something wrong about how it's trying to do that. A bunch of old books. So this is the house with the prisoner. But it's important to find the collectible that's in this area. Because there is a collectible in this area. I don't remember where it is. But I think it's in the tree of like a bird's nest in one of the trees. There it is. So you get this red cat's eye. This is the one I always had a tendency to miss. You get this red cat's eye, you examine it, the marking on the stone indicates it was once set in something, combine it, there we go, one gemstone has been set. If you don't find that one, and the other two, then the whole game you'll be just out of order with it, and you won't be able to get as much money. So here's a spider. If I can get close enough, you can kill it. There we go. If you just hate spiders. And I don't think there's anything else. Ooh, that got me. So you want to be careful when looking around. Now the problem I'm having now, where did my brown chicken egg go? Did I eat it on accident? I may have. Because I'm gonna have to go a little bit longer than an hour to see if this works. Is again, use the knife. You have to actually hit the weapon, but that's fine. You get a lot of gold right now, and we haven't run into the person we used the gold with. So it seems almost like a pointless venture right now, but it'll eventually make sense. There's no real other way to stop these booby traps of the thing. It's not like you can crouch down, I don't think, or cut it with by throwing a knife or something, or throwing a rock at it. Another green herb. It has been definitely more of a struggle to maintain my health playing on normal than it would be on easy. So that too becomes the question: is do I want to play this game on easy, or do I want to play it on normal? Usually I play games on easy because I'm sitting here talking and critiquing it. And sadly, right now I have to make a really bad critique of this game and just say it's kind of unplayable right now. Let's free the prisoner.
Ah, a little rough, don't you think? You're not like them?
No. You?
Okay, I have only one very important question. You got a smoke?
Got gum.
Where'd these guys come from?
Perfect. The big cheese.
What?
That didn't work. So, that's end of chapter 1. I forgot this game had chapters. We killed 35 enemies out of 35. Well, no, that's not what that means. It means in total over the whole game we've killed 35. And we've only died once. And we have a hit ratio of 79%. I suppose you could try to do a no-death run on this, but there's no real reason to. There's no achievements for it or anything. And death comes in at surprising times, so I don't feel like that would necessarily be the fairest thing to do. Alright, so we save.
Feeble humans, let us give you our power.
Uh-oh. Don't do drugs, kids.
Soon, you will become unable to resist this intoxicating power.
So this scene is very weird.
Hey. Hey.
They tie
wake
you
up.
up. They choose not to kill you.
Yeah.
And then what happens?
Crawl out of one hole and into another.
You want to tell me what's going on here?
Americano, see? Now what brings a bloke like you to this part of the world? Oh, hey, easy, whoever you are.
Name's Leon. Came here looking for this girl. Seen her?
What, are you supposed to be a cop or something? Nah, you don't look the type.
Maybe.
Okay, let me guess. She's the president's daughter?
That's too good for a guess. Want to start explaining?
Psychic powers. Nah, just kidding with you, amigo. I overheard one of the villagers talking something about the president's daughter in the church.
So this guy's, I guess, damaged. So he's coming to kill you.
And who might you be?
when
Me
you
llamo
shouldn't
Luis
be?
Serra. I used to be a cop in Madrid. But now I'm just a good-for-nothing guy who happens to be quite a ladies' man.
Why'd
It's
you
a
quit?
shame this guy never got a game.
Policia. You put your life on the line, nobody really appreciates you enough for it. Being a hero isn't
At
what
least
it's
I don't think
cracked
he
up to
did.
be anymore.
It's a shame, really.
Used to be a cop myself. Only for a day, though.
I thought I was bad.
Somehow I managed to get myself involved with the incident in Raccoon City on my first day in the force.
That is the incident with the viral outbreak, right? I think I might have seen a sample of the virus in a lab at the department.
So this was at the height of quick time events,
Now!
and you would just die if I hadn't hit both buttons right. But at least on this quick time event, you only have to do it once. You don't have to do 5 quick time events in a row, with each one ending in your death.
It's Leon. Sorry I couldn't get in touch sooner, but I was a bit tied up.
You're okay, right?
I'm fine. There was a male civilian held captive. According to him, Ashley's in a church somewhere.
What happened to him?
He managed to escape.
Do you have a fix on the location of that church?
No, but apparently there's a secret passage in the village that leads there. I'm heading back to the village.
Where did he get that information? I don't remember anybody telling him that. Let's see. We're looking all over the place before we leave this room.
Over here, stranger.
Here's a guy that also deserves a game. All by himself. Rifle ammo. Go ahead and save. Although, it kind of is pointless to save right now. So we can see bad guys on the other side of that wall. But right now, you're kind of safe. So I'm gonna take an opportunity. See, there's another lockup. Let's see. So I have to keep on. Every time I see a lockup, I just have to look at the video settings. What's the thing that I can turn down even lower to cause it not to lock up? Like, that's 800 by 600. Even I don't want to live with that. So anything below 720, I imagine, is just going to be black bars. That's below what it was even set at. The only thing I can do is turn the HD textures off at this point. That's the only thing. I guess I could reset it to default. Shadow quality by default was at medium. it was at fixed 60. Interesting, it moved back to fixed 60 without me having to exit. And motion blur is turned on.
Got something that might interest you. Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger.
So I have to wonder, maybe it's the 30 frames per second. But look, it just like paused right then in the middle of displaying text. Don't you know if you noticed by a stranger? Did you see the blue medallions hanging around the village? Come back after you shot 10 more. I've got a special gun for you to try out. Alright. So
what are you buying?
we could buy more stuff. We could buy the treasure map, which probably
Is that all? Thank you.
buy the rifle or the TMP or the rocket launcher or scope. So
Is that all?
rifle. You have to squeeze it in if you buy it. By the way.
Thank you.
And then tune
What
up.
are you buying?
And the first thing you have to do really is tune up your main gun or your shotgun or your rifle. And actually, it's pretty useful to ignore
Not
your
enough
main
cash,
gun.
stranger.
I don't think I can tune up anything anyways. Like, tuning up the handgun seems like it's a good idea, but then they give you a different gun later.
What are you selling?
I could sell ammo, I could sell the rifle ammo is 150 for 5. 2 grenades is worth 1,000. 2 incendiary grenades are worth only half of what a regular hand grenade is worth. And let's see, but I kind of need all of that, don't I? Chicken eggs are worth 300, quite a good deal. Green herbs are 500. Mixed together though with a red herb, it's worth 2,000. First aid spray is 2,500. So if I was gonna sell anything, I'd sell the first aid spray and keep this. And then spinels, we can sell all of those spinels right now.
Is that all?
The ruby,
Thank you.
we can sell.
I'll buy it at a high price.
And the pearl
Thank
pendant.
you. I'll.
But it would be a
Thank
mistake
you.
to sell the beer stein right now. So that puts me at
What are you buying?
3,800. And let's see. The only gun that's actually worth increasing right now is this.
Is that? Thank. Is that? Thank
Now,
you.
if I increase the capacity, I would waste 6 bullets because it does refill your bullets right now. But on the other hand, that's only 6 shotgun
Is
shells.
that all?
It's not
Thank
too
you.
bad.
What are you buying?
And then I can't afford the larger case, which would be the other thing to buy. So this guy is your shop, and he is a great shop that you'll come to learn to love. I have this feeling though, it just feels very strange now at 60 frames per second. That it feels overly smooth with the motion blur going on. That's the problem, the motion blur's on. Why the motion blur would specifically add anything or take anything away to the game, I don't know. It adds motion blur, which I don't like. So much so that I can't really abide having it on. It just feels a lot smoother. Let's see, when we spin around in a circle here. So, we've been going now an hour and 10 minutes. And I have to make a decision. So we'll go a little bit longer. So I want to convince these guys to come towards this door so I can hit them. So the game is mostly things like this. Notice the door shuts automatically on them. Gold, more things to buy. Get that reload animation going. Go ahead and equip this. Getting a lot of gold here. So that's no good. Let's go ahead and eat this. Yeah, that's gonna kill me. Now, if I want to equip this, I can zoom in really far and do something like that. That certainly helps. I could also aim for something like that explosive barrel. Right now I'm trying to figure out... No, that's not good. I've got to quickly decide to use this. This. just that on this specific fence, they fall off. There's a guy coming out of the door. It's like quadruple taps. Just unload into him. The gun is so weak. Shake him off. Go ahead and kill this guy here. But the thing I'm not experiencing right now are any hiccups. So I think I've killed everybody in this area, if I was to guess. Oh, I meant to climb down myself. Was there? Nope. This guy, I needed to snipe, and I failed to. And because I needed to snipe him and I didn't, now I'm about to die again. Somebody climbed up the ladder while I wasn't looking. Let's see. Go ahead and use this. Push the right buttons. Oh, come on. Come on, game. There was a slight animation error there. But I think that's the best we're gonna get. There we go. I'm sad to say, I think for this, that's the best we're gonna get is just the video settings that we have right now. I'm gonna go research this a little bit, just make sure that there's not something horribly just wrong on my settings. Here we go. So we can... I don't even need to waste my time doing this right now. I should be but as we run around this area trying to do as much to stress the graphics as much as possible. Let's see. Full screen, anti-aliasing all the way off, motion blur off, shadow quality low at 60 frames per second. I think that's what we've got to do. And I am gonna go research this, but you see, like that right there, what in the world was that? What in the world is this? Is that because I changed it from low to medium? Is it so badly programmed that you can't even change it to a lower setting without causing trouble? Well, this really sucks. This really sucks. I was gonna play this game, and I don't think I'm going to now. I own it on Steam, sure. I'm not gonna try to do anything crazy like get a refund. That's not even crazy. I mean, this is a very valid reason to ask for a refund. The game does not perform up to on my PC up to my standards. To ask for a refund, maybe Steam would say no, you don't get one, but it's just too hitchy. Just too hitchy. I haven't seen anybody else play the PC version of this game, but I guess that also kind of makes sense because there wasn't until recently any real reason to play it. I do look forward to Resident Evil 7. I mean, it will be its own separate different thing, and it probably won't feel like Resident Evil 4 in any way, form, or fashion. But I can't. I don't want to ruin my memories of this game by playing it like this. And at the default settings, it's too hitchy. So that puts me in a weird position again, because now I'm going to end this recording deciding to then...
What are you buying?
See, I could buy
Is that all?
Nice.
Thank you. What are you selling?
I'm going to end this assuming that I'm not going to play any more of this.
Thank you.
Sadly. It sucks.
Is that all?
It really
Thank
sucks.
you.
Now, personally, it actually kind of helps me because I was falling
What are
behind
you buying?
anyways. So, if I increase the capacity of this
Not
game,
enough cash,
I can't
stranger.
afford it. Yeah, I can't afford any of
Come
this.
back anytime.
So now I no longer have to worry about that. I can simply say, you know what, this just doesn't work. I would recommend you check out other people's reviews of the PlayStation, Xbox One. Make sure somebody has actually played it all the way through, and it's not just a reviewer that played like the first half of the game or something like that, because who knows, at the second half of the game it might mess up. But that seems like it's the only real way to do this. Ah, there's my treasure map. I bought that. So I so desperately want to play this game too, and I just can't do it. This is a huge disappointment. Well, that's it for this series. It's not really a rage quit thing. It's just I can't put myself through this. I will see if maybe the non-HD textures would work, but then almost there's no point in playing the game at all, right? If you're not getting upgraded textures on anything. And remember, I have a GTX 970. It's a pretty low video card compared to video cards that cost $500 plus, but a pretty high video card for the most part, and it should be able to handle a game that's 11 years old. It really shouldn't. Well, let me just end it here. I end all my episodes the same way. Well, not like this usually though. I ask you to like this video, I ask you to share it with your friends, I ask you to comment if you want to, and I ask you to watch every second of my videos because all that helps me out. If you want to support me even further than that, you can click on my name Rydo. That will take you to my main YouTube page. On the right is a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. Also on my main YouTube page is a playlist tab. Yeah. And if you click on that playlist tab, let's actually jump in here before I wrap up. If you click on the playlist tab, you'll see a playlist for every single game I've ever made. Oh, we gotta go forward, don't we? I was wrapping up, but this is the last thing I could think of doing. This might be the saving grace, is if we do HD textures. So now we have the original textures at 720, 60 frames per second. Maybe there's something crazy with my video card that explains that. Let's move forward until let's see, combine this with this, use it until I see a hitch. Because this does kind of feel smooth. This will be interesting, actually. I think I'm about to run into a boss fight. So this is a this area is one of the areas where I specifically forget it. This game is so smooth on the GameCube too. That's the weirdest part. That there would be any settings at all that wouldn't run properly, considering it ran so well when it first came out. I mean, to have these stabbing animations, to have all of that going on, just look how smooth and fast I'm even doing right now. Like, it's a totally different game when it's smooth, but as soon as that hitching happens, it's like you're not having that experience anymore. You're having this completely different thing. So you can't crouch when you're prompted to. I'm about to die. So notice that the things don't explode until they leave their hands. rid of waste bullets here. Grab the spindle. Let's see. I've got to equip a different gun because I'm totally out of bullets. And let's try this. So that will work. If you hit X, by the way, you'll kick doors open instead of just softly opening them. Nothing back here. I thought there was. Jump through here. Grab another piece of collectibles. Very, very important to check your map and make sure you're getting all these things. And see, if it is the original textures that are the issue, then I've gotta wonder, can I do the original textures at 1080p? Or is that too much? I need to desperately combine, use. No, see, it's hitching again. I think that's enough. That's all I need to know. Yes, you can fish with your knife here and get a bunch of fish. They refill your health, but they take up a lot of space too. Getting these little ones are kind of difficult. You end up doing a lot of this. And see, now I've got to do all kinds of maneuvering, so I'm not even going to bother to do that right now. I gotta end it here. One hitch, even in a jump, just goes to put it right back to where we are. I'm gonna assume a little bit here. I mean, it's in the engine. It's always felt like it was the engine. It didn't feel like the resolution was too high. It didn't feel like the frame rate was too high because it's fixed 60. You'd think that would work. Didn't feel like the anti-aliasing was really causing the problem. It didn't feel like anything was causing the problem. It's just the engine itself can't handle running the game on a PC. It's just a bad PC port. It feels, to me, for my computer, it's just not working. And that's very unfortunate. So, this is the end of this series. I'm just not going to play this game until there's a patch that gives it a chance to actually run. I'll investigate, make sure that there's not something going on here. I'm running Windows 10. Maybe there's a problem there with Windows 10. Maybe it's something else. But yeah, this is just a crying shame, really. I so desperately wanted to play Resident Evil 4, and I just can't. I could go play 5, but I probably won't even bother to do that. Now, on the face of this disappointment, I don't think I'll even bother to do that. Again, wrapping up. Like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want to support me, click on my name, Rydo, on the right, this blue button. Also, the playlist tab from my main YouTube page. Check out those playlists. And then down below in the description box are links to all my social media sites. Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Steam, Battle.net, all of that. All of those links. Follow and friend me on all of those things. That helps me out with those services and let you know when my newest video's on. This is a shame. A real shame. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.